Welcome everyone, it's Matt, and today we're going to talk about Max Monday Sableye and all the other units for May 19th. Let's go ahead and get started. I apologize, I tried to wait as long as I can, but I'm still sick. But for the Monday schedule for Max Mondays, this week is going to be Sableye for May 19th. Brand new unit, pretty exciting, kinda. But let's go over it. All right, Sableye. It is weak to fairy and only fairy. It's takes reduced damage to fighting, poison, and 60.9% damage of reduction damage for normal and psychic. But its stats are pretty poor overall. Its attack, defense, and HP are all well below average. Sableye's CP is 789 to 843, so the huddle you're shooting for is 843. The fast move it has a ghost move, Shadow Claw at 0.5, and a feint attack at 1 second for dark. Uh, Unless if you're using Sableye for dark, you're going to really want to use Shadow Claw if you use Sableye. Charge moves you're going to be fighting against are all over the place. You have Rock, Ghost, Fairy, and Dark. Nothing super powerful. Foul Play, though, is a pretty nice charge move, but in the Dynamax, you don't really use charge moves a great deal. All right, let's take a look at Dynamax Sableye damage. We're going to look at Dark. It's not surprising, but it is at the very bottom. Even units that don't have the same type ability are doing stronger, like Suicune and Blastoise. Sableye is at the bottom. Only Greedent is worse. And when you're being compared to Greedent, you can definitely tell that its damage capabilities are severely lacking. Urshifu Single and Gengar are your, that's always going to be Dynamax for Dark, are your two top units here. From a Ghost, we've only got 3 units: Dynamax Gengar, G-Max Gengar, and Sableye. It's so disappointing that at level 50, if you use 2 Sableyes at once, a Dynamax Gengar will still output more damage. That's how weak we're talking about Sableye is. So, for the overall battle plan, it's either going to be a 2 or 3 star, so it's going to cost 400 max points to attack. Main would obviously usually be someone with a fast fairy attack, but we're still severely lacking there for that. So for me, I'm probably going to bring in Excadrill and Charizard, and probably bring in Unfezant as my number 3 if am worried about it. But most likely it'll be Excadrill, Charizard, and the unit that I'm going to put in for my max max candies, which usually right now is going to be actually Suicune. All right, my rankings, they're pretty bad. From a attacker and a healer, they are 1 for both Ghost and Dark, and tank, slightly better Ghost tank than a Dark tank. But in general, as an attacker, it's 2 out of 2. A tank, it's barely 3, and a healer, it's an easy 1. All in all, this is just not a great unit. It was very useful for megging, but for Dynamax, unless if they pop up something very interesting, there's not really much of a use at all. If you're farming for candies, which honestly is going to be the main reason you're going to be fighting Sableye, the main units you're going to be looking for to Mega is going to be Dark and Ghost. So you got Gengar, Houndoom, Tranitar. Mega Sableye for Sableye, Absol, and Banette. And depending on your bonus, but if you have level 3, you get 2 bonus candies, 25% chance to get an IV on each of the 3, so you could always have a max of 3 XL candies, and you even gain a little bit of XP bonus. For 2, you get the 1 bonus candy, a 10% chance on each IV drop, and 50 extra experience, and level 0 and 1 is just a 1 bonus catch candy. But in general, this is the best way to try and get more XL candies, which is what we need. So make sure that if you are farming for Sableye, that you have Megan one of these 6 units, and Sharpedo as well if when that comes out. So is Dynamax Sableye really worth it for you? Not really. It's not that useful. The low stats across the board really hurt it. The main draw is its unique resistances, and really what we're looking for is the normal and psychic. But Gengar has much better defense, and that in itself is a statement that tells you how weak the unit is, Pokemon is you overall. It has the same normal resistance as Gengar, and obviously Gengar has much better attack. Metagross has much better defense and HP, and the same psychic resistance. Basically, it's going to be niche at best. Basically, when I've got to focus on normal and psychic damage, I'll use it. But Sableye isn't going to get a lot of love from me, and I will get a couple, but all in all, it's just going to be there just to be there in general. So, what should you focus on this week? This is a first. The Max Monday unit and a brand new Pokemon is not even on the podium. Basically, when you get one or two, which probably happen on Max Monday if you do it, that's all really focus on, unless if you really want to focus on your Mega Sableye. That's the only reason you're going to be farming it is for its candy. Beldum is my number one unit. It's an absolutely great unit in general. Only weakness, it has 1 second attack moves, but its stats are fantastic and its resistances are even better. And it's our best psychic attack unit right now and has been for quite some time. At the very least, you either really need to try to get some candy or better IVs. Second one is going to be Krabby for me. It's a little better than Squirtle. It's not as strong as of a tank as Blastoise or Squirtle, but it's still a decent tank and a much better attacker. And Squirtle is the best water tank right now, but it's a poor attacker, very much so. It does have unique abilities. It does have a rock, but it's a very slow attack on rock. You're basically only going to want to use it for transformation. Basically, you're going to farm if you want a 15 IV defense and HP. But in general, this week, we've got some decent Pokemon to focus on. Beldum, though, for me, is my number one. With that, please like and subscribe. I apologize for my voice, but this is the best I've got. I promise to do better next time. You all have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.